What's going down, everybody? So today I finally got in this figure that I've been waiting for a little while. It's called Blackhorn, and it's from a studio called D1, which is D1 Studios. And it's a pretty cool figure. I haven't opened it up yet. I'm going to open it in front of everybody here, and let's get into it. Okay, so let's get this box open. Yeah, I don't want to mess up the box itself, so I'll just use a little razor there to get this plastic off. This is nice. It was wrapped pretty tight. I got it from 5K Toys, and right now on their website it's actually sold out. So hopefully they'll get a few more in. I like to open my boxes from the bottom. Let's get that cut open there. There we go. I love the box art. Box art looks pretty cool. Oh, this is nice. Okay, so let's get this box out of the way. And it looks like it was signed by the person who designed it. But again, the box art is pretty doggone dope. So we got here, it looks like a black tray here, which is pretty cool. Let's get this open, see if we can see the figure. There we go. And there is the guy inside. Pretty cool. Separate the bottom, so the bottom will probably have the other things inside it. So it looks like it's another it's like a booklet. Probably some instructions or something like that. Yeah, it's like little instructions that they have here to show you how to put the stuff on them. And some artwork on the actual figure right there. Looks like they give you a little keychain and some extra pegs. This here is probably the... Oh, this one is glued down. Well, taped down. So let's get that tape off of there. Alright. Okay. That out of the way, and we can open it sideways like this. Oh no, we can't. It's actually taped in the front. So it's just taped on the other side also. Okay. Now we should be able to get it open. Alright. So here are the accessories. So it looks like I got the red one there. So we got this 2 fist hands. We got 1 middle finger, 1 finger like this, and we also have the gauntlet, which the gauntlet is pretty dope. And we have the helmet, which is like a dragon for the year of the dragon. This is nice. This feels nice too. The helmet, if I'm not mistaken, it articulates open like that. Yep. Look at that. That's pretty dope. Yeah, I do like how this looks. That to the side. And we have the little gecko. I think it's a gecko. Not even sure, but his mouth opens too. Just like the helmet, the top part. Got to get my nails in there to do that. Some of them I've seen that this was green, but it looks like I got the red one, which is cool because I wanted the red one anyway. But we'll get into this stuff in a minute. First, let's check out the figure. Alright, so here is the figure right here. Let's put this to the side. Nice. Let me readjust my camera just a little bit here to bring that down right about there. There we go. Okay, so boom. This little dude looks dope. Look at that. He is an angry little fella. He just looks angry as hell. So he reminds me of one of the characters from the Gorillas. Like he could be in the Gorillas. It is dope. He could definitely be in the Gorillas. If you don't know who the Gorillas is, it's a band that it consists of, they're like animated characters, but they always have like a lot of different features and things on their albums. But let's see if we get him to stand up. There we go. Let's get that a little bit there. Boom. He's basically one of those angry, like, he looks like one of those little angry bully type characters. And I love it. I actually don't have any figures that look like this, like at all. So when I seen it, I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. He comes with, he has clothing, the shorts, pockets don't open, but he has the shorts and a shirt, which I love when they put fabric clothing on the figures. Let me bring it, see if I could bring it in a little bit closer here. Get a close up on his face. Yep. Whited out eyes. Looks like he's been in a lot of brawls and battles and stuff like that. Dude just looks like he goes in. Like, you want to start some shit, he's here to finish it. That's what my man is looking like right now, which is pretty dope. All right, so let's get into his articulation. Okay, so let's get into your boy's articulation. So let's start with the head. We got the head movement. His head can spin all the way around. And we have he can look up about that much. Let me bring it in a little bit closer here. So he can look up about that much. He can look down about that much without moving the neck. The neck is on a double ball joint, so he can get the giggity. He can do the side, do this side. He can also move his neck from side to side like that, like he giving you some sass. So as for the arms, we go up about that much. I don't want to stress it too much because I didn't check to see what was under there. We go up about that much. He does have a bicep swivel. He has a bicep swivel. The joints are pinless. His arm is double jointed, so he can go up about that far to his mouth. The wrist swivel, and they also have a, whoops, which way is the joint? It's, okay. So it's a up and down, and then if you swivel it, then you can go up and down like that. So that's cool. The chest, now for the crunch, let me show you. So under here we have a little swivel at the bottom, and then we have the chest, the upper crunch. So he can crunch about that far. So he crunches about that far. He goes back about that far. So most of them go back pretty far. He can spin the top. He can spin his top. He can spin that way. That's the top of that's the top actually spinning. He can go from side to side. He goes all the way to that side like that. Then we can go all the way to the other side also if we need to. As for the legs, he kicks forward about that much. Kicks back about that much. He has double jointed knees, so he can pretty much kick his own ass. And he has a boot up, boot forward, has a boot swivel. Side to side, I'm guessing you'd have to turn it like that to get the peg to actually turn and then do it, you know, kind of like that. Let's see when you want to get him to stand up. So that's his articulation. His articulation is pretty cool. I mean, he articulates enough for what I want to do with him. So I know I'm going to do a lot of photos and things with this character because it just looks dope and it looks different from most of the stuff that I have. So his clothing has some weathering on it. Like there's like dirt on it here. Same thing with the boots. Let me see if I can zoom in. But the boots here, if you notice, there's like a weathering on the side with the metal in the back. And then the bottom does not have pegs, but it does have the treads. And of course he has his wraps because it looks like your boy gets in a lot of fist fights. But he just looks dope, man. His clothes, like they got the big pockets. The pockets don't open, so he can't put his hands in his pockets. but it still looks dope. You know, usually you do that thing with the pegs where you take the hands off the pegs and then put his hands in his pockets. He's not able to do that. So that was his articulation. Next, let's try on some of the other accessories. So now we have the accessories, and let's try on. First, let me show you the how this works. So this has a little magnet under the bottom, and it just magnetizes to the top of his head, just like that. So you can do this, you can do all of that. It's a very strong magnet, and it just magnetizes to the top of his head. I guess this is like one of his little friends or pals or something like that, which is pretty cool. Then we have the helmet, which the helmet also has a magnet inside, and you just put it on like that. And now your boy has his thick ass helmet on, which looks pretty doggone cool on there. Let me show you from the side. That just looks dope. It's like a mechanical dragon, or it actually looks like this. They actually kind of look the same. So that just looks dope. And let's open that up. So we open it up, and his face is on the inside, and he just looks like little tough, angry kid who's just ready to rumble. That looks really dope. Let's try on some of the, let me take this off for right now. And let's try on some of the hands. So let's see how easy it is to take this off. So some of these, I did not heat it up. I probably should have, but I did not. So we're gonna do that old method where you do the twist and pull. And like I said, he has the FU finger, which is that one there, which goes on this hand also. We could put that on. Oh, it's a tight squeeze. I didn't push it all the way on, but let's say if your boy is pissed off, he wants to give you that middle finger, that's what you're gonna get. Same thing with this one, is like a pointing finger, so he kind of points it like that, boom. And then the other two are just regular fist. But the one that I really want to try on is, of course, the gauntlet hand. Now the gauntlet hand actually twists like this. It can twist like that, but the fingers are not articulated. A lot of people will probably think they should be, which that would have been really cool, but they did not make them articulated. So to put this on, you can either slide it on like that, or you can separate that piece, put this part on, and then put this part on. So you want to push that in there and then reattach it like that. So now you got the big ass gauntlet on his hand, and that looks cool, especially if you add on the helmet. Yeah, if you add that on with it, oh, he just looks like a badass. He's the bad kid on the block right now. He definitely looks like the badass. That's pretty dope. It's a dope little figure, man. It's just a dope figure. It's like, it's one of those figures where he's not a villain or a hero. He's just is. Like, you start some shit, he probably gonna finish it. They call him Blackhorn, but I'm gonna be like, he's the F around and find out kid, pretty much. So he got his gauntlet here, his Thanos going on. When it's time to rumble, we might have to close this up, and your boy just might have to go in on you. So let's get him in one of those running poses. See if I can get him in a running pose like this. That head to the side, and your boy is just ready to go in. So if I can get him to stand, hopefully, maybe not. This might take a little bit of time, but yeah. So let's say he's running after you like that. That's pretty much your ass. You about to catch these hands, and your boy ain't. He ready to throw hands at any time. Like, he wake up just like this, ready to throw them. So this is definitely a dope character, and everything moves very smoothly. I like that. I like it. It moves like SH Figure Art Smooth. And if you collect those, you know exactly what I mean. Definitely moves smoothly. So he comes with quite a few little things there, and it's pretty cool. So now let's get into size comparisons. So now we are into size comparisons. Let's see how tall your boy is. Let's see. So from his feet to like the top of his head, let's get his head standing straight up. He is about exactly 6 inches. So he's about exactly 6 inches tall. What am I talking about? 6 inches tall. 6 inches tall. So next to, let's put him next to one of a McFarlane Batman. So next to the McFarlane Batman, he is definitely shorter than the McFarlane Batman. But McFarlane toys are usually they're 7-inch figures. So he's definitely shorter than him, but he's supposed to be like a kid. But then he's got a big ass head. So it's a little weird. I mean, with his helmet on, he'll probably be, you know, a little bit taller, but that's how he is next to a Batman. Let's get him next to a NECA figure. So the NECA figures also, let me stand him up straight. This is the Phantom of the Opera Casey Jones, which is also like a 7-inch figure, which he also is going to tower over him too. So he's a kid. So I think he's a kid, unless he's just short with a big ass head. So he towers over him too. Let's get him next to a Star Wars Black Series. So this would be a Marvel 6-inch figure. Not Marvel, I'm sorry. A Hasbro 6-inch figure, which is my Darth Vader. So they come in around, Darth Vader's a little tall also, so Darth Vader's gonna be a little bit taller than he is. But it still looks cool. I mean, dude is one of those deformed characters, so, you know. Let's get him next to let's get him next to a SH Figure Art. So next to the SH Figure Art, they're about close to the same size. That's Lloyd Forger from Spy Family. Lloyd is a little bit taller and, of course, skinnier, head smaller and shit like that. But they scale. I mean, he's still, like I said, he's that weird kid. So that's cool. Let's get him next to a Storm Collectible Yujiro Hanma. The man, the myth, the legend, my man Yujiro Hanma. So Yujiro is a 7-inch figure, but I think it's even bigger than 7 inches. So it's cool, but Yujiro is the man. So that's how he scales against one of those. And let's get him next to, what else do I have? Get my son to hand me one of those Sonic figures over there. Yep. So we have him next to Supersonic. So him and Supersonic, they're sharing like the same damn head size. But let me put on his helmet so then he could kind of, there we go. So now with his helmet, now he looks like his head is about the damn same size as Sonic's. But that's how the Jack-specific Sonic figures would scale next to him. And let's see, who else do I have? Let's put him next to the Rage Toys Michelangelo. Michelangelo comes in really short. But like I said, the turtles, I like them either small or big. So they're turtles. So he comes in a lot smaller than he is. Let's have him next to Aloy. This is from the PlayStation game Horizon Zero Dawn. So she comes in smaller than he is, head smaller and everything. But, you know, it's a dope figure. I'm trying to pick figures that I figure people would probably have. And let's see. Last but not least, no, I think that's it. That's probably enough size comparisons. So let's get on to last thoughts. So as for final thoughts, I love this figure. It's cool. I like the way it looks. Sorry about that. It's cool. I like the way he looks. He looks like the rough and tough kids from one of those old Little Rascal cartoons or something like that. And I think it's cool. Hopefully the designer makes some other ones for like a, you know, like an origin story or something like that, because he's basically a new character that I guess some the D1 Studios just made up and was like, "Yo, this looks cool." And I seen it. I was like, "This is a dope looking figure. I don't have anything that looks like this." So I picked them up. So hopefully 5K Toys will get some more in, and you guys can order it from there. But until then, yeah, he's a pretty dope figure, man. I'm gonna see if I can do some photos and things with him, and he's pretty dope. I will see you guys in the next video. I thank you for all your support, and I'll check you later. Peace.